Hey, it's Miguel. I just recently came back from my intensive with Antonio. I started training with Antonio, I think, 2 summers ago, and I've been on and off studying with him for the last years. He's always been a huge inspiration for me, even before we started training together. I followed him through his social media, YouTube channel. So, one of the biggest lessons I got from the experience, although it's really hard to pinpoint to like one specific or some specific lessons, because we went through so much material, it still needs some digestion. Awareness is the base of our practice and really our life. If we want to become better at anything, we need to cultivate and to develop that awareness in every aspect of our lives. If not, no matter how hard we try anything, it's just going to be really, really inefficient, and it won't have the same flavor. The experience won't be as flavorful as if we put our whole being, our whole awareness into it. One of the most challenging aspects of the movement immersion was the somatic work. This is an area I really hadn't explored. I had done a lot of meditation and breath work, but not really somatic practices. And it was really challenging because sometimes the practice went for so long. For example, we were standing on one leg for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes or something like that. And it just was like the fatigue was accumulating, and it was really hard to keep focused on the task of being soft, letting go of tension, smiling to ourselves. The first few times, I think it got better as the intensive went on, but steered me in the right direction because in the beginning, I think everyone believes that movement is about the one-arm handstand and the six-pack and the backflips. But there's so much more than meets the eye, and it's not at all about the movements with the small m, but about the movement with the capital M, right? So it really surprised me because I was kind of expecting to just do some regular online coaching, but with Antonio, really deep into the awareness side of things, into the internal work, into the somatic practices, into meditation. I used to, just do the handstands, do the strength, do the locomotion, whatever, without really paying attention to the other side of the movement, the movement that happens inside, or how my awareness is during the session, or how mindful I am of what I do, what I practice, how I practice. And I think that's a really important lesson that I'm beginning to understand and that the intensive really passed on to me. It was really challenging, but not only physically. I expected it to be challenging physically, and it was really challenging. I was super sore, especially the last days. I remember we had a strength session on the last day and it was complete garbage. I was like super exhausted, but that was what I expected. That's what I got, and that was really good. No complaints there. But I didn't expect it to be so mentally challenging as well. One of the areas for sure that are most often neglected or misunderstood about the movement practice is that it's also an awareness practice. It's not just about training for the flashy stuff, for the flashy moves, the handstand push-ups, the one-arm chin-ups, the one-arm handstands, one-arm whatever, it goes well beyond that. And if you're just like stuck in this goal-oriented mentality, you will miss by far the most beautiful and deeper lessons and deeper layers of the movement practice. If you're, as I was, I'm just talking from my point of view, my past experience. If we are so focused on the end goals and the moves we can get down, and how to be in this constant state of anxiety about the goals, about our performance, about the quantitative progress, we miss the whole process, you know. And it's really easier said than done, because the movement practice can offer people is to change this goal-oriented mentality to a process-oriented mentality, and for that we need awareness of the present moment, awareness of where we are right now and what we are doing, to put our attention into everything we do. Yeah, so as an end note, I would just like to thank Antonio and Max for being such great hosts. I had a really good time. And also I would like to recommend to anyone really who wants to dive deeper into their practice, who are really interested about movement. I would like to recommend this experience to attend to one, because being in contact with your teacher, with your master, is really important, I think, in your development as a student. You know, you can only get so far through this online kind of barrier, you know. Even though thanks to technology you can get closer, nothing beats like the interaction you can get from a live teacher. Yes, this kind of feedback is really important. And yeah, I would totally recommend this experience to anyone who's looking to dive deeper into the rabbit hole and find out what this is all about.